Hey guys, Al Spence here for Gulf Coast Custom Models. This is a update. This is my Wille Boorch little T Bucket I finished, called the Winged Express. Put a couple 2.5 weeks or so into this one. Kind of built it along with this other funny car I started. You know, I finished the Nova, the 66, and I just knocked this gal out late last night, and then my daughter dropped it. She hit it with her elbow. Wasn't nothing intentional. She's not a brat. But anyways, I knocked the blower hat off and the front tire, which was all fixable real easy. So, but I'm gonna give it a spin here for you. I'm gonna put this up on Google Plus. Not sure what's going on with the top 10 build now. Chip talked about dropping it, so I did an Arnie Burnswick 62 Pontiac Catalina, and I'm not sure if it even got judged. I thought for sure it'd be a top 10 or at least, but apparently not, or maybe I didn't put it up. I don't know. But you got your I made an extra fire bottle up here. He's got his. I made the tack and the shift light up here. Should have got something lighter to point with. Up on the steering column, that was added. It's not in the kit. I added a MSD ignition box down here. You can see that pretty good. Fuel lines coming off the tank, going up to the. Now the fuel pump, guys, on this, that's an aftermarket. That's off a funny car I had. The one for this was just a little chrome stubby thing. It didn't have any ports or connections or nothing on it. So I added that. I added some straps for the blower hat to keep the head from blowing off and going through the air like they do. His was one of the earlier cars to have that. Added a fire extinguisher up here in the cockpit. You know, this body pulls off, guys, but there ain't really that much more to see under it. So I'm not going to pull it off because I got to lift the wing out. I got to take the wing out. And, you know, I got the chute back here, cable over the end. Speaking of which, you can see I put a pull lever up here for the parachute. That's a little extra added. That's not in the kit. That kind of came out cool. And I will do a better video with my tablet, so you can get more detail when I use that. This is just a quick when the kids... My daughter's out the park with my grandson and wife, so I thought it's quiet. I'll try and sneak a video in. What I wanted to show you here, this is a really cool ad I did. If you're interested, I'll tell you how I make them. See here? That's a temp gauge. It's wired up to the engine. It's got a little dial face on it. Maybe the Samsung will show it better. But I took an old distributor cap, cut the nubs off, sanded it down, put a face plate on it with gauges, drilled a hole in the firewall, set it in, and then wired it. It's starting to come in. Okay, anyways. So again, I added a fuel pump up there. The decal's on the belt. I think it came on. Oh, look up there. See the fuel filters? Added dual fuel filters. I made them out of styrene tubes. Put my fuel filter decals on. I used Bondic for the top of the hat on it to make it a round appearance, and then stuck the wires in and then hit it with the Bondic light and dried it. So the wires are molded right in. It's kind of cool how that works. But I wired them in. They go up under the engine block. They're not just dangling. So there you go. There they are. Matter of fact, there's the bottom of the car. This is a fun kit. You need to be a little bit more advanced. I wouldn't, for you young guys out there that's still building basic cars and not really did any wiring or anything, you don't have to wire these, but this is tricky. The frame, you got to build the frame. You got to build both sides of the rails and put cross members in and the support brackets, etc., and get it level. you know, to where all four wheels are hitting the ground. And with this little guy here, you don't have much room to work with. It's not easy, so. But there he is. That's a, want to do a quick little video for you of this. I think it's a bad car. It looks neat. I'm going to do that 55 Pro mod you see in the background here next. It's called the False and Flash. But that's coming down a pipe. And real quick, so somebody knows, here's my John Force Jolly Rancher Castrol GTX funny car. I'm doing that one right now. I started that one while this other one here was drying. You know, I had parts on this, like the candy apple red and stuff. You know, I cure mine 3 days before I even touch it. So, while I was waiting, I couldn't sleep the other night. I thought, well, heck, I'll just start that John Force car. I wanted to build it. Been wanting to build it, so I knocked it out. Getting there, anyways. There's the forced frame. As you see, I got the engine out. I got to wire it yet. But I got the chassis almost built. Pretty close. And the engine's just sitting in there. Again, it's got 16 dual distributor cap. That's a job, wiring that puppy. But there you go. That's what I got going on. So, again, it's the Wild Willie Boorch T Bucket, the Winged Express, MSD ignitions, dual oil filters, extra bottle added, tanks wired up, sanded slicks. I always sand my slicks. My tachometer with a shift light I made. Temp gauge put in a firewall for the engine straps, the handle for the parachute pull lever up there. Pretty cool. It's a fun build. I'd highly recommend it. Just be careful. These parts break easy off these things. So I cut my tree all to pieces trying to get the parts off. I'll cut the whole. I'll take a tree if I need a piece off, like the shift lever or the tie rods. I'll cut the whole tree apart so I can get my cutters into the tight spot instead of trying to nip between stuff. Just a little tip there. Anyways, you guys take care. Alan Spence here for Gulf Coast Custom Garage. And I'll talk to you later. Do another update when the John Force car's done. And do one when I let you know what I'm going to do the 55 Pro mod. So you guys take care. You have a great week. Take care of each other. Share a tip if you guys want. Chip over at Chevy Cheeseburger on the Yahoo Community Build Top 10 list. You build your cars, put it in a list that gets judged by some great guys, and if you make the list, your car goes on there, a little recognition. He's looking for some guys, so if you want to get in on that build, he needs some for April. Just contact me or one of the other guys up there at Chevy Cheeseburger's list, and we'll tell you how you do it. It's really easy. I'll talk to you later. You have a great day, and thanks a lot. Bye-bye.